Hi everyone, my name is Simon Mishevich from Optimise Accountants, and in this video I'm going to be talking about filing year-end accounts for your UK limited company, and there are going to be some major changes going on. As the title suggests from Companies House here, this is the Gov website. The online accounts and company tax return service is closing. The joint online filing service will close on the 31st of March 2026. So what do we need to do before 31st of March 2026 if you know you need to file your accounts for your limited company to Companies House and your tax return for your limited company with HMRC? So first of all, it says here, Companies House and HMRC are closing the joint online filing service on the 31st of March 2026. Now, for many people that didn't want to use an accountant or a professional software because it's cost that they're trying to minimize, that was really a good solution. It did everything. It was pretty much free of charge, simple to use, and away you go. They're now bringing in changes, which is going to cost you more money. It's going to add more time, there's going to be more bureaucracy, and you are going to have less money. So Companies House have used this service to file accounts and company tax returns at the same time with Companies House and HMRC, but it will close in 12 months' time. That was the time of writing. From the 1st of April 2026, companies can file their annual accounts with Companies House using third-party software, which is going to cost you money. Our web service or paper filing. Now, it does mean that Companies House, you can still use their web filing service and paper filing. So what's changed? HMRC has changed. However, you will need to use software for your company tax return with HMRC. Now, forgive me, but it's very difficult to do a tax return without the accounts being attached. And therefore, it's pretty much a kind of a what's the point of Companies House at all having this service if you've got to use another software to do your tax return and then somehow incorporate the two, which, by the way, they won't connect. So you have problems. So why is this service closing? Well, to add more bureaucracy, I guess. The service is closing because it's now outdated. I know, it's outdated. So what we're going to do instead is make it worse for you as a business owner. We're going to make you pay for a third-party software provider. We're going to make you pay for an accountant. Now, I'm here thinking, well, this should be good for our business because we'll get more clients. But I also understand for people that are making modest incomes of £10,000, £20,000 worth of profit from their limited company and trying to reinvest for their futures, paying out for an accountancy firm to do their accounts can be expensive. And why bother when you've got online software to do it for you? That's all going to change, and that's a real shame. What to do now? We recommend, and by the way, this is Companies House, not me. Just before we go into it's your fault. It's not my fault. Definitely not my fault. It's Companies House. We recommend downloading and saving at least 3 years of accounts filings for your company. Now, to be honest, if you're finding anything anywhere, you should always retain a digital copy anyway for yourself. So this goes without saying, you should do that. Moving to filing accounts by software only. In the future, 1st of April 2026, you'll only be able to file accounts with Companies House using third-party software. Now that's really interesting. Let's read that again. In the future, you'll be able to file accounts with Companies House using third-party software. Okay, it did say that you could use Companies House software as well at the top, but ignoring that contradiction. I may have misread that. Please correct me if I have. However, let's carry on. Filing an account through software gives you the greatest flexibility. That's biggest BS I've ever read. It's not for your flexibility. It's not for your benefit. So stop trying to say it is. To showcase the financial data of your company. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not there for you. So them writing that, they should delete it. It's just disingenuous. It can also give you a variety of functionality to support the running of your business. No, not really. It's all, if you're going to do that, you'll have Xero or something like that. That does your business. This doesn't. This doesn't add any value to anyone. Anyone from HMRC watching this video, please restate what the benefit is to the end consumer of making tax digital, because I don't see it. I know a lot of accountancy firms who are making money from MTD because they're doing these training courses. They see the benefit, but for the end user, no, this is total horse rubbish. I have to be careful of my phrase there. Many software providers, may as well be my software providers. How much am I making on this? Many software providers offer a range of accounting packages to help you prepare and file accounts. You can find software filing companies' documents. Before we kind of go on to this, if you want to know more about making tax digital, there's the URL. So you can have a look at that for yourself. Google MTD HMRC and you'll find it. I just want to explore this. This was released on the 19th of December 2022. So it's not new, but it's obviously come into effect at some point. Making tax digital is a key part of the government's tax administration strategy. It will help reduce the tax gap by requiring businesses and individuals to keep digital records, use software that works with making tax digital, submit updates every quarter, bringing the tax system closer to real time. So if you don't know what making tax digital is, you really do need to know about it. It is going to add an awful lot to your administration and your cost, because your accountants that you'll use, or if you do it yourself, you're going to have to do this 4 times a year. There is definitely going to be an impact on you running your business. And for many, it actually brings into question, what's the point? I may as well just not bother at all, which is, I think, is something that the Labour Party has always wanted to do, and that's make you employees and you fit in that box, and then that's all. Don't think beyond that. That's just my personal opinion. Making tax digital for income tax. You'll need to follow the requirements for making tax digital for self-assessment. And now bear in mind, we're talking about limited companies, but the limited company time period pretty much follows suit with self-assessments. So 6th of April 2026, if you have annual business or property income of more than £50,000, you need to go to MTD. That's from the 6th of April 2026, and it is quarterly from that point. So you can't just wait a year and then start. You have to start from that date, and then it's going to be quarterly reporting. From April 2027, if you have annual business or property income of more than 30,000, you have to do MTD. So have a look at that. That's not the purpose of this whole session, by the way. So I want to go into, this is a bit more information about closure of the service. What else did they talk about, which was total garbage? Why service is closing? The service is to support small, unrepresented businesses with simple tax affairs where the online filing does not meet modern digital standards. It did, because it worked. You're just trying to change it because you have got hidden agendas to make sure that you keep an eye on everyone. That is your gambit here. It's not, oh, it wasn't working. It was working perfectly fine. All recent changes to UK company law, rubbish. Since online filing or for corporation tax was introduced in 2011, the market has matured and grown. Commercial products can offer much more than current services, such as improved validation. What? For what? Who? Tax support and reminders. No, you got reminders, you got support. This is total rubbish again. So it's okay, I'm not going to go into this. It's just winding me up. So let's go into their other page, which now talks about filing software, which you can find on this page. So make sure you have a look at this. You can tell I'm not particularly impressed by Companies House or HMRC. Find software, especially when going backwards, right? Find software and don't return your calls. That's another point, isn't it? For HMRC. Finding software, let's kick it off anyway. So are you filing audited or unaudited accounts? Here we're going to be talking about audited or unaudited. Typically, if you are from a blue chip company, you would do audited accounts. But then why are you watching this video? You'll have an entire team of accountants working on this. For majority of people, you would be unaudited accounts. So let's go to next steps. Then you've got micro, small, and dormant. I'm going to just talk about these three. Micro entity is for most businesses that are active. most because it's less than 1 million turnover from April 2026. So if you've got £1 million worth of turnover or less, you'll be micro entity. If you've got more than the million turnover, then you'll be a small account. And if you're not trading at all, you'll go to dormant. Well, let's click on to micro entity, and I don't think it matters too much, and we'll test this theory out. Click on to next steps, and it just gives you a whole list of providers that give you access to doing accounts. This is overwhelming already, in terms of being able to understand which software you should do. I mean, even if I was to create a video on each one of these providers to say which one's good for you, it's going to take some time. So this is pretty hard to swallow. Small accounts, if you are in small accounts, then let's go for there. And guess what? It takes you pretty much to the same page, doesn't it? Not much change there. What about dormant accounts? Let's have a look, see if there's major differences there. Nope. Not much difference there either, so why bother? So again, another bit of nonsense from the government, trying to give you some selections, but not really. So there you are. Just coming back then from my rants. The online accounts and company tax return service is closing. The joint filing service will close 31st of March 2026. Good luck. That's all I can say. Do reach out to us if you think, right, actually, I've had enough of all this. Can I just use an accountant? We can help you for sure. Get rid of the headaches of ATED filing, confirmation statements, which, by the way, is more money again. And doing your accounts through electronic means that's outside of the free service that used to be there for you, but have been taken away by the government. In fact, what do you think about that? As a small business owner, do you like the idea that they're asking you to do quarterly reporting just so there's a benefit to you? It'd be interesting to see what benefit you perceive that MTD is providing to you.